90-Day Fiancé. The Other Way, Anthony and Manon Berryman's current relationship status explored. 2024 Daytime Emmys Red Carpet. Melissa Claire Egan, The Young and the Restless. Anthony and Manon Berryman aren't your average 90-day fiancé couple. They're already hitched and were living in Los Angeles before deciding to pack up and try life in France. Twist is that Manon's French roots pull her back home, but she's torn since her plus-size modeling career took off in LA. Anthony's game to move, even if it makes his own career trickier. But the relocation isn't exactly smoothing things over. If anything, it's putting their marriage under a microscope. Family members are openly skeptical, and Manon even admitted to Anthony's sister-in-law that being married makes her feel like she's dying inside. Their storyline feels less like a honeymoon phase and more like a test run to see if hopping countries can fix cracks in a shaky foundation or just expose them even. 2024 Daytime Emmys Red Carpet. Melissa Claire Egan, The Young and the Restless. Anthony and Manon Berryman aren't your average 90-day fiancé couple. They're already hitched and were living in Los Angeles before deciding to pack up and try life in France. Twist is that Manon's French roots pull her back home, but she's torn since her plus-size modeling career took off in LA. Anthony's game to move, even if it makes his own career trickier. But the relocation isn't exactly smoothing things over. If anything, it's putting their marriage under a microscope. Family members are openly skeptical, and Manon even admitted to Anthony's sister-in-law that being married makes her feel like she's dying inside. Their storyline feels less like a honeymoon phase and more like a test run to see if hopping countries can fix cracks in a shaky foundation or just expose them even. Manon's take on moving back to France is pretty unusual for 90-Day Fiancé, as most people are thrilled to head home, but she looks genuinely miserable about it. The problem isn't just packing boxes, it's her career. As a plus-size model, she's thrived in Los Angeles, where body positivity is booming, but she's not convinced France is ready to embrace her the S. On top of that, she once promised herself she'd never go back to France, so the move feels like breaking a pact with herself. Her success in LA gave her stability but also left her feeling disconnected from her kids, so she's stuck between work and family. And just to stir the pot further, Anthony's sister-in-law chimed in, calling the move nothing more than a band-aid over a marriage that needs more than a new zip code to heal. The family member revealed private conversations where Manon expressed feeling trapped in her marriage. These revelations created additional tension during what should have been preparation for their new life together. While the timing of these comments drew criticism, they highlighted legitimate concerns about the couple's compatibility and communication patterns. The move to France presents immediate practical obstacles for the couple. Anthony will be unable to work immediately upon arrival, making Manon the primary breadwinner during their transition period. This arrangement mirrors their current situation in Los Angeles, raising questions about what fundamental changes the move will actually create. Critics argue that relocating won't address their core relationship dynamics if the same patterns continue abroad. The financial pressure on Manon increases significantly, given her uncertainty about career prospects in France's modeling industry. Recent episodes have showcased intense arguments between Anthony and Manon, reminiscent of other troubled franchise couples like Kalani Fagata and Asua Lupula, who eventually divorced after multiple attempts to save their marriage. The 90-Day Fiancé couple appears to have fundamentally different visions for their future together. Without alignment on basic life goals, their international move may simply delay inevitable relationship decisions. Their communication patterns suggest underlying compatibility issues that geography alone cannot resolve. As the 90-Day Fiancé season continues, Anthony and Manon's relationship remains precarious. Their story serves as a compelling case study in how major life changes can either strengthen or expose weaknesses in marriages. They had a good drama-free run after cutting ties with the bulk of Libby Castrovet's family, so it was only a matter of time before something bad came their way again. Andre had to come clean during the Moldovan trip that he might have lost $75,000 paying a Russian company to renovate a property he bought there shortly before the war with Ukraine. Libby wasn't thrilled by the news, primarily since he'd known for months and only decided to tell her after she and her father, Chuck, spotted the house in a state of. Libby ended up leaving Moldova with Chuck a week early, and it doesn't seem like Andre is going to join them on the flight home. Hopefully, He'll use that week to sort out what happened to their money and consider an apology and a way to make amends with his wife upon returning home. I'm almost certain this will be a major storyline heading into a FUT, especially when they're one of the few married veterans who haven't been on the show yet. Georgie Rusev and Darcy Silva haven't been seen in 90 Day Fiancé much as a couple ever since her spin-off was cancelled, but they're back and still dealing with some of the same insecurities they faced when dating. Darcy still seems to have some doubt that Georgie is proud to have her as a wife, and he hasn't done much to reassure her otherwise. Darcy already had it's possible that it was a soft launch to remind the audience who she was, so that she can show up when the next season kicks off. She has enough relationship problems with Georgie to qualify, and again there's a shrinking list of couples they can use for the show. I've been expecting issues to crop up between Adnan and Tiger Lily Abdelfa they ever met in person. As one might expect, there were a lot of things they probably should have talked about in advance, like how the Muslim man would feel if his Christian wife didn't wish to convert to Islam. Now he's putting pressure on her to convert because she's pregnant with his child, and he wants his kid to start learning about his religion in the womb. Tiger Lily doesn't seem like she's going to budge on converting at this time, and this drama may roll into a future season of 90 Day, The Last. We'll see whether 90 Day, The Last